Obviously, Emmanuel, a lot of guys in your shoes would have, opted out of the bowl game, started getting ready for the NFL draft. Why did you decide to play in this game?
Because I felt like I owed my brothers and my teammates another game and finish the season, finish what we started.
So I guess looking at this Illinois team, I guess what about their offense, makes them a bit difficult to defend and something you guys have to prepare for?
They play really hard, they run the ball really hard, and they do their job, and they're good at doing their job.
When a team plays like that and doesn't throw the ball a whole lot, how much is pressure to keep on the secondary to stay on your toes because you never know when they may try to surprise you?
We just gotta continue to do what we do and show up when the play come towards us, or we just gotta come up and make a tackle.
What's it like having your defensive coordinator now as your head coach for a game?
It's really nice. It just shows like he's a great coach. He's a great defense coordinator. He's gonna be able to be a coach for a long time.
What did you think when you heard that he'd been promoted?
I was excited for him. He's deserving of it.
What was the first thing you told him?
Congratulations. I told him congratulations.
There have been some, questions after Mike Leach's death of whether this team, was going to continue with the bowl game. Was there any doubt amongst the players that playing this game was an option or not?
No, it was no option that we were going to play in the bowl game. He would want us to play in the bowl game, so we just honoring it to him.
Right. I guess how much does that kind of add as a motivating factor for you guys to deliver a win like you say he would want you to go out there and play?
It's a big motivation factor. We have a reason to go out there and play hard and not give up.
What kind of legacy do you think you yourself have left in Mississippi State?
That I'm a hard player, a competitor, and I give it my all every time on the field.
So you think about that more than you do statistics and records?
Yeah, I just go out there and play hard. That's all I know.
But the other stuff's nice too.
Yeah, it is. Add on.
Get a little soundtrack going.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I guess kind of what we were just talking to Emmanuel about. When Coach the news of Coach Leach's death came about, I think some people outside the program were wondering if you guys would continue to play in the bowl game. Emmanuel says there was no doubt at all about amongst you players at least that you wanted to come out and play.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we we want to have this last game for Coach Leach. It's a tragic situation, and we all love and care for Coach Leach, and we want to put it all on the line for him, and just get him a victory for this game, and then of course a little wink from God with the pirate ship in the stadium and stuff. So we're going to do it for Leach.
What did you think when you heard the word that your coordinator had been named head coach?
It was great. Awful circumstances, but me personally and all the guys are very, very happy for Coach Arnett. We think he's very deserving. He's worked his tail off ever since he's been here. Probably had numerous opportunities to go somewhere else, but he stuck it out with us, and now he's reaping the benefits of that. And so we're super glad to have him. He's a great coach. He knows when to kind of jump on you, but also off the field he's very personable and wants to have a relationship with you. So
when he coached you for 2 years, when did you start getting the idea, my coach could be a head coach someday?
Yeah, pretty soon, pretty early on, just the way he carries himself and his the way he goes about his business. He's strictly business, very little play, and so you could tell early on he was going to be a head guy sooner than later for sure.
At the same time, are you kind of glad that now he'll be in charge of the overall team and maybe not paying as much attention to you at practice?
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'll get a little less, butt chewings than before.
What was that kind of like for you guys when you had that first meeting and you knew that Zach was going to be coaching us? What was kind of the reaction amongst the team knowing that you get the opportunity?
Yeah, I've known since he's been here, all the offensive guys love him, and then obviously everybody on defense loves him too. And so, we're very excited for him. We all think he deserves the opportunity, and we want to, play very hard for him, and just, we're just ecstatic. So.
It's been a month since y'all beat Ole Miss, brought home the Golden Egg, and now the afterglow of that's kind of faded. It's time to get on to another bowl game. How do you get ready to play a team like Illinois, which kind of is a game right up to your taste, kind of a muscle up the middle running game?
Yeah, no, they have a great rushing attack. They've been running over people all season, and so it's going to be a huge challenge for us, especially the front seven. And so it's a big challenge. You got to be a mature team and kind of balance vacation between business trip, and hopefully, myself and other leaders are trying to, make sure that we're more business than vacation. And so as we get closer to the game, you really got to lock in and realize that we're here to play a game and give it our all. So.
I know you announced obviously that you'll be coming back next season. I guess what kind of went into that decision for you?
Yeah, well, so honestly, I didn't think people would care or know what I would do. I figured they knew I was coming back, but I mean, my family was getting blown up. I was getting blown up. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, hey, make me a graphic. I'll put it out there, and it was received well. And so, I've been a Bulldog my whole life. I see y'all get tired of hearing me say this, but I'm living my dream. And so I'm so thankful to have another year, and hopefully I can contribute on defense.
And you have a lot of guys who aren't coming back next season, guys like Forbes who are still deciding to play in this bowl game when they could be preparing for the NFL draft. I guess what's it like when you got teammates like that who are returning to play in this game, and I guess how much more motivation does that add to
that's a true testament to his character. Junior's obviously a great football player, but he's even a better guy. Off the field. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about him. He'll sign autographs, take pictures, all that, and then obviously he plays hard every time he touches the field. And so to have him back one more time to play with us is great, and then we hope he goes and makes a ton of money.
Outside the program, maybe some people had wondered if you guys would move forward and play in this bowl game. It seems like there was never any doubt. How quickly did you guys kind of turn around and try to get back into focusing on the game after the news of Coach Leach?
I don't think it was ever really a question if we were going to play in the game. Obviously, what happened with Coach is tragic, and we wish our best to him and his family. But at the end of the day, we've had a long year. I feel like we've kind of earned the right to play in this game and to get win number 9. So I'd say that's the team's main focus right now, is just to get win number 9, and everybody's locked in to do that.
Coach Arnett had mentioned, wanting to play in honor of Coach Leach. I guess how much of a motivating factor is that for you guys to get that 9th win for him?
No, it's a huge motivating factor. I think anybody who knows Coach well knows that he would want us to play in this game, and would want us to play really well. So, like Coach Arnett said, we're going to go out there and play for him.
At the same time, how much does it mean for y'all going into next year, all the guys returning, get this 9th win? As Coach Arnett said today, it'd be a springboard into the offseason.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great adjective to describe it. A springboard into the next season. It's hard to win 8 games in this league. It's really hard to win 9 and 10. So, if we can get win number 9 and get some momentum heading into spring ball, and then next year, I think it'd be huge for the program.
What do you see with Illinois' defense?
I just think they play really hard. Honestly, I think they're one of the best teams at running man coverage. I've probably watched on tape this year. They run a lot of man coverage. They have a great staff and some really good players in the back end. I think they create problems with some things that they do with their front and things like that. But I think their back end's really strong. They get hands on you when you're running routes, so we have to be crisp at running routes and be on time with our throws.
What's the last couple weeks been like at bowl camp with yourself, Coach Spurrier, Coach Hollingshead, and knowing that y'all got to call this game and make this offense fly like it did during the season?
Yeah, no, it's been helpful to have some of those guys. Coach Spurrier, Coach Hollingshead, Coach Tinsley, Coach Washington, Coach Miller. Everybody from top down on the offensive side of the ball. I think it's a group effort. I think everybody's kind of come together as one, and really tried to mold this group and side of the ball together. We have to stay together. We have to keep playing, and we expect to play well on the second.
Just talk about how much it means for you personally to win another game like this, and kind of the springboard team, yes, but for you yourself going into a senior season, especially with new management that's going to be on the offensive side.
Yeah, no, it's huge. Like I was saying, anytime you can win 9 games in this conference, and in college football in general, it's huge. A lot of people don't get to say that. There are a lot of really good teams out there that haven't won 9 games. So I think, like I said, just momentum going into next year. If you can win 9 games, possibly be a top 20 team, and with the guys we have returning, I think we're pretty excited for where this program's going.
You guys have also had a lot of guys declare for the draft as well that are deciding to play in this game as well. What's it mean to have those guys coming back and want to play that one more game?
I think it just speaks a lot about the program and the guys in the locker room. We have a really, really tight relationship. I know me and Forbes are really tight, and hanging out off the field and things like that. And he wasn't going to play at first, but then as the more we hung out kind of after the Egg Bowl and just talked about the trip and talked about winning number 9, he just decided to play. So I think it says a lot about our program and the guys we have in the locker room.
You mentioned the trip there too. I guess you've been through these bowl experiences. COVID kind of hurt the last 2. What does it mean to kind of have these experiences and do things outside of the practice field in the game?
Oh, it's a good time. Anytime you can be out doing fun things with your teammates and whether it's bowling or shooting pool, whatever it may be. It's fun just to be around the guys and do something besides football for a little bit. But I think it's been said and made pretty clear by Coach Arnett that when it's football time, we really lock in, and we've been on the bad end of a bowl game and the good end of a bowl game these past 2 years. So I think we can learn from both of those games, and at the end of the day, we just have to go out there and be ready to play.